Hey everybody, what's up? Circus here, coming at you with a no gem deck. I always have a lot of fun trying to figure these out because it's such a challenge, to build a deck using no gems. And I've been racking my brain lately and not having a lot of success. And then the shark event happened, and there was a lot of cool cards in there that let me revive some old stuff. Um, Most notably the old Hammer Shark Golden Flying Fish deck. If you guys didn't know what that was, it was just a really fun deck back in the day. And Hammer Shark is just a great summoning mechanic. So it's obviously meant to be XZs, but we've had it for years now, and it's finally coming into its own era here into the XZs era. So let's check it out. So this is going to be a PvE deck. Obviously, you're not going to go on the ladder with this. I mean, you can, if you're maybe low enough. If you're down like maybe in rookie or bronze or silver, maybe it'll work, but anything above that, you're probably gonna have a hard time. So we're gonna start with Hammer Shark. Make sure they're prismatic. That's the most important part here, because if they're not prismatic, they don't work properly. So you can get that from the card trader, and make sure to upgrade them to prismatic because they're beautiful. Shark Stickers is next. This is from the event. It's pretty cool because when a fish, a sea serpent, or aqua type monster is normal or special summoned to your side of the field, you can special summon this card. The only thing that sucks though is that it can't be synchro summoned or used for synchro material. I'm sorry, and I would love to be able to use that for synchro material in another deck. You'll see that in a little bit here. Then we got Kiteroid, which is also a card trader card, and you can upgrade that to prismatic. Make sure to do that so it works properly because it looks great like that. Big Jaw is also from the latest event. It's good because it's a level 3 water, but it sucks because if it battles, if it attacks, I'm sorry, if it attacks, you got to banish it. That kind of sucks because I know people are gonna say, Circus, what about fishing kicks? You can use it with fishing kicks. We ain't doing that. I mean, it just, the setup and everything, because it's fishing kicks is like I don't know, you have to have like 3 banished monsters, and then you can banish a monster yourself, and I don't know. It's not that great of a card. If you have 3 or more banished fish, sea serpent, or aqua type monsters, target one card in the field and banish it. Maybe someday there'll be a good strategy for this, but right now we just don't have it. So Big Jaws doesn't really synergize with that very well. Oystermeister, also from the card trader. This was a great card back in the day. I'm sorry, not card trader, tickets, ranked duel tickets. Great card in that golden flying fish deck because it kicks out a token when it's sent from the field to the graveyard. Okay, except when destroyed by battle. But when it's used as XZ's material and detached, you don't get that effect. So that kind of sucks. But hey, we'll move on. All right, so Aquajet. This is also from the event. This is a fun card to use because its effect is permanent. Your monster gains 1,000 attack and is permanent, but the computer, of course, loves to misplay because it will do something like, it'll use Hammer Shark to special summon Big Jaws, use Aquajet on Big Jaws, and then XZs into Leviathan Dragon. It's like, why'd you do that? Why would you do that? Anyways, all right, and then Fish Depth Charge. I've loved this card for a very long time. It's kind of like Ballista Squad, except you get to draw a card. So you're tributing off a fish type monster, target one card on the field, destroy it, and if you do, draw a card. So it's great because like this deck doesn't have a lot of synergy like with let's say like Shiranui. Like use Ballista Squad, you tribute your tuner goes in the grave, but you can use it the next turn to synchro summon. Well, there's nothing really like that. So this is great because yes, you have to tribute off a fish monster, but you get to draw a card. So instead of going 2 for 1, you actually get a card in return. So it's kind of like an even exchange, I guess. So it's a good card. I like having it. I was very excited to see that we got a second one. So I put Metal Morph in here mainly because it's free. It's tickets, so make sure to get that. You should have 3 of those if you're just starting out. It's always good to have. And I put in Windstorm of Ataqua, Adequa, however you want to say it. And that's a my reward. You can use enemy controller if you want, but the computer just misplays enemy controller so much. It'll, like, if it has 2 enemy controller in the hand, like if you guys don't know what it is and you're just starting out, it's a great card. You should have it because you can use it in duels and you'll do just fine with it. The computer, like if it has 2 of these in hand, it'll like use the first effect to target a face-up monster your opponent controls and change that target's battle position. It'll do it once and then it'll do it again. It's like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Or it'll just like put something in defense so it can attack it rather than using it defensively, or it'll just do a weird what's called an econ take, where you tribute a monster and then you steal your opponent's monster. It'll just do that at the weirdest times. It just misplays with it so much that I couldn't put it. I hate putting it in the deck. I hate putting it in the deck. So I typically don't use that in an auto duel deck, but you can if that's all you have. Black Ray Lancer is a level up reward. It doesn't typically go into this because the attack is so low, but you can get that from Shark as a level up reward. Leviathan Dragon, obviously from the event. Make sure to get your prismatic one because it works best. You should have 3 of these. You're saying, Gaga Gigo the Risen. I hope I said that right. Probably not. Why is that in there, Circus? I'll show you. If you want, the computer won't activate this on its own, but you can activate it. Territory of the Sharks right here. The level of all water monsters you control becomes 4 until the end of turn. Now, only be used once per turn and twice per duel, but you have to have nothing but water monsters in your extra deck. Okay, so if you want to use it, you got to take out everything that's not a water monster. So I just put this in here because it is free to play, and you can easily go into 3 monsters. Like you could go like Hammer Shark into Oystermeister, and then the shark stickers will come out on its own. So then you got 3 monsters. You use that skill. They're all level 4. You got yourself a Gigo the Risen out on the field. It's great if you want to do that. And then I threw Antidote Nurse in there just because it's 3 level 3 monsters, and you could have gotten it from the bingo missions. The computer will never go into it. I mean, very rarely. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to show you a couple real quick duels with it. It's just to show you how it does. It does pretty well. I was kind of surprised. I've been using it. I have an upgraded version I can show you that's a little bit better because the back row is better. But this is all free to play back row. Like no gems back row. So that, you're in a whole different ball game there. So here we go. Big jaws on the field. Here we go. Oh no, it's going to double aqua jet it. No, don't do no. No, look at that. No, it's gonna die. It's gonna die to its own hand. Don't do it. No, why'd you do that? And then put it in defense. What? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? Oh my God! It just summoned the Kite Roid. Why did it do that? Why did summon the Kite Roid? It's oh my God. This is just ridiculous. Okay, here we go. Make a good play. Make a good play. All right, finally. Oh, man, that was killing me. The ectoplasma is just killing everything off. Let's see. Oh, does that go back to the hand? Yep. Oh, Kite Roid. Why did someone the Kite Roid before? Why would you do that? This might be the end here, folks. It's getting close. All we got to do is summon a monster and we win. We win. Oh, whew. That's what we call we take those. That's all that is. We take those. And as you can imagine, when you're playing a completely free to play deck like that, or no gems, I should say, that's the kind of duels you get. All right. There was so many awesome misplays in there. I actually get entertained by watching that stuff. I love watching that stuff. Okay, let's check out some other decks, some other versions of the deck. So like I said, I do have like an upgraded one right here. So it's basically the same deck, except we're got Hammer Sharks, Shark stickers, sorry, Oystermeister, and then we got Fishborg Archer. Now this one comes from the Cybernetic Rebellion box. If you went in to get Cyber Dragons or anything like that, or Krystrons, you probably have this card. It's way down here at the bottom somewhere in this mess. Here it is. I got 34 of them, so there you go. It's a normal. It should be easy to get, but don't go after it if you don't have it. Please do not spend gems on it. Also in this box is the White Aura Dolphin, which you'll see in the extra deck. It's a great card. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, sorry, and its attack becomes half its original attack until the end of turn. So it's really good of getting over boss monsters. So yeah, I'm using that. There are some replacements for it. If you don't, you might have Gradle. A Gradle. There's this guy. If you might have this, if you bought into Judgment Force, it can be special summoned out because it's a water. It's a level 2. It can be special summoned by Hammer Shark. And then there's a dragon. If I remember, it's a dragon. It's a normal. It's like a level 1 or 2. So let's check that out. If you have this, you can use that. Yeah, there it is. How do we get that? Blazing Rose. If you have ever went into Blazing Rose, what's in there? What'd you go after? What'd you get in there? Black Rose Dragon. Looks like, oh, yeah, okay, if you have Metaphys, there you go. If you got Metaphys, looks like there's some Blue Eye support, Vermilion Dragon Mech. Yeah, okay. So if you got that, maybe not Blue Eye support, I'm sorry, Red Eye support. There you go. Yeah, Red Eye support. Okay, so if you want to use that, you might have that card. You can use that if you want also. But I'm using Fishboard because that's what I have because we can go into like Black Rose, we can go into Coral Dragon, we can go into Bryonic. You can use anything you want, any 6 or 7, it can go into pretty well. And Leviathan Dragon, it will go into pretty well. And then I'm using Floodgate and Wall of D. Obviously, this isn't as free to play, but you can use any back row. But I like using the Floodgate and the Wall of D combo because typically it can't use it at the same time. Obviously, Floodgate's on summon, Wall of D's in the battle phase, so or the battle step attack declaration. It's a so they can't be used at the same time. So the computer usually can't screw that up. And there's our Buddy Fish depth chart. So I can show you one of these real quick. Hopefully it's as entertaining as the last one. Unfortunately, what I found is the computer will always pick the Leviathan Dragon. It doesn't like to synchro summon because like the White Aura Dolphin's like 2400. I think Bryonic is like 2300 or something like that. So, and same with Coral Dragon. I think they don't have like real high attacks, so they don't typically go into it. So it'll always choose the Leviathan Dragon over top of anything else. And there, it gets 3000 attack. Now it can't attack directly. Way to go. And there again, it won't synchro summon. It just goes into the Leviathan Dragon. But occasionally you will see it synchro summon. But if you want to play against the computer and just goof around, it will do it. You do have the, or you can do it. You have the option, but a little bit better back row, a little bit quicker summoning mechanics. So that one's a fun one. I like playing that one too myself. And then the last one is a dirty deck that everybody's already probably mad at me for because you might have seen it when I was pulling up the other deck. You saw the I word. And what's the I word, Circus? The I word, bum, 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 invoked fish. That's right. We're playing Alistair, the dirty little bastard that he is. If you don't have this, don't go after it. All right. This is just because I had it and I was trying to do this so you could play on ladder with it, or I was playing on ladder with it. Basically, you can go into your Casitas then because you got Alistair, you got all these water monsters. You can go right into Casitas very easily with it. We got the Beautiful Princess in this deck because it's a great searcher. Basically, when it's normal or special summon, you can banish it, and then special summon a level 4 or lower fish type monster from your deck. So it's a great searcher. I don't use it in the other decks because the computer misplays it. Now this is a Mako level up reward, so you can get it for free, but there's only one in the game, which sucks. I would love to have 3. But the reason I don't put it in the other decks is because the computer misplays it a lot. It will use Hammer Shark to summon out the princess and then put the princess in defense and then just use it as a block. It won't use the search effect. So it's like, well, that's not good. All right. So there you go. We got the Oyster Mice, the Fishborg Archer again. And then I was playing online, so I was using Phoenix Chain, Floodgate, Wall of D. You're saying, why, Circus, are you using Purgatrio? Because there's Shiranui everywhere, and there's always fire in the grave. So thank you very much for that. You could also throw the Megalenica in there, the Earth one, if you want, because you might run into a chance to use that. But this was, oh, wait, I also got the Sam Destroyer in there. And Zen Mains is pretty cool because you can go into it and then you can like attack in with it and detach a material and it won't be destroyed. And then in the end phase, you can destroy one of your opponent's cards. So it's good removal. This deck, honestly, I'm not going to lie, you might get 6 ones out of 10. More likely 4 out of 10, depending on what you're running into, depending where you are on the ladder. It's a slow deck. It gets beat by a lot of things. Karakuri, Dark Magician, if they get set up. Shiranui can be really tough. But if you run into other people playing fun decks like this, you can have some really fun battles with it. So obviously not going to be a meta deck, but just a fun water deck. But I'm hoping, I hear rumors that the next main box is supposed to have a lot of like shark support, I hear. So hopefully that's true and we can get in there and get in the meta, right? Get in there so we have at least a competent deck. So I hope you guys like this review of my fish decks. I hope you check them out and play them yourselves. I like making decks that to see how the computer will play them, trying to get them not to misplay. That's always the challenge, but I have a lot of fun doing it. That's some of the most fun I have in the game is trying to like always make new auto duel decks. So I hope you guys enjoy it too, because you end up doing it so much. Always get bored playing the same auto duel deck over and over. So I'm always looking to make a new, fun and exciting one if that's even possible. So if you guys like it, check it out. Have a lot of fun with it. I'm gonna get out of here, but you should get in the Discord because that's where we host all of our tournaments. And we have a great new player channel. So if you have any questions, you can get in there and ask them. All right. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm Circus, and I'll see you later.